Good day to everyone. I am Yolanda S. Education Program Supervisor in TLE, EPP, and ALS. We will discuss now the parts and design guide to write the idea exemplar. What is the idea exemplar? Idea means for I, introduction, D for development, E for engagement, and A for assimilation. Let us now proceed to teaching learning process of idea exemplar. The first one is for letter I, which is the introduction. The teacher utilizes appropriate strategies in presenting the milk, learning competency, and the learning outcomes of the day, expounding on previous experiences and core knowledge of the learners. Purpose of the lesson, the core content, and relevant samples. This allows teachers to maximize learner awareness of their own knowledge as regards content and skills required for the day. We have here the learning objective and the context of learning. We have write the clear instruction. For example, is changing a bicycle tire. For this one, you're going to give a clear information on what is or what they need to know in changing a bicycle tire. Present an argument or against an emotionally charged proposition. For example, is assisted suicide. For this one, the interaction can be done through learners. We have here the design pair test for scientific question. An example is to prepare the habitat of bugs or ants. I have here a sample of a lesson about the grade 7 EPP, and the core content is about the electrical tools and equipment. The learning objective is to explain the use of different electrical tools and equipment. For this one, you're going to name the different electrical tools and equipment that can be used in electrical wiring installation, can tell the different function of electrical tools and equipment, to recognize the importance of having skills identifying electrical tools and equipment for accomplishing electrical tasks. And the context of learning is prepares electrical materials and tools using the different forms in electrical installation and maintenance based on industry standard. Now, what are the indicators of performance? By means of communication skills. It can be done through verbal communication, body language, physical communication, or in writing, visual communication, humor, quick-wittedness, through listening, presenting or storytelling, interviewing, or it can be done through public speaking. So under the idea instructional part, the first one is the introduction. And the part in the learner's material is what I need to know, what is or what are new. So therefore, under the introduction, it is more on communication. Okay? The second one is the development. In this one, the teacher presents activities, tasks, and contents of values and interest to the learner. Most of these activities and tasks must simply and directly revolve around the concept and skills of the milk. In this part, teachers shall present activities that will allow and expose learners what they know, what they know but did not understand, and what they do not know. So what are the needs of learners in the development phase? We have the directive assistant, through collaborative assistant, and to non-directive assistant. So what are the indicators of performance? By means of leadership. It can be done through team building, strategic planning, coaching, mentoring, delegation, or diplomacy. Under responsiveness, we have the influencing, selling, inspiring, persuasion, negotiation, and collaborating. And then we have the decision-making or the supervising. So for the idea instructional part, for the second one is D for development. And the part in the learner's materials is what I know, what's in, and what is it. And when we say grouping for this one, under the development, this is more on collaboration, and it's focused on hand activities and learning opportunities. The third one for letter E, we have the engagement. The teachers allows the learners to be engaged in various tasks and opportunities in building their knowledge, skills, and abilities to meaningfully connect their learning. This further requires teachers to engage and expose all learners to real-life situations that will ignite their interests to meet the expectations, make their performance satisfactory, or produce a product or performance. The tasks in this part shall connect with the activities in letter D under the development. So curiosity plus interest is equal to engagement. And what are the needs of the learner in the engagement phase? It can be a varied cognitive tasks through learning opportunities, real or relevant life tasks, or through valid learning spaces. And what are the indicators of performance? By means of networking, interpersonal, relationships, personal branding, emotional intelligence, self-awareness, emotional management, adaptability, assertiveness, competitiveness, resilience, and self-leadership. So under the idea instructional part for letter E, which is engagement, and the part and the learner material is what more, what I can do, what other enrichment or other activities can I engage in. So therefore, this part is more on critical thinking, and its focus performance or output under the engagement. Okay? The next one. The fourth one is for letter A, which is assimilation. The teachers bring the learners to a process where they develop ideas, interpretations, mindset, or values, and create pieces of information that will form part of their knowledge in reflecting, relating, or using it effectively in any situation or context. This also requires teachers to encourage learners in creating conceptual structures, giving them the avenue to integrate new and the old learnings. The process of taking in and fully understanding the information and ideas. It is the blending of the previous information with new knowledge. Assimilation occurs when a learner encounters a new idea and must fit that idea into what they already know. Next, what are the needs of learner in the assimilation? They need a community context, through processing time, and through acceptance. And the indicators of performance here is by networking, interpersonal, relationship, personal branding, emotional intelligence, self-awareness, emotional management, adaptability, assertiveness, competitiveness, resilience, and self-leadership. So the idea instructional part under the assimilation is all about or involved for the new discovery or to discover something. And the parts of the learner's material is what I have learned, what I can show. Okay? So assimilation involved in creativity to discover something, new skills, life skills, and new habits of mind. Next, we will now proceed to sample lesson of idea exemplar. We have here the grade 7, the grade level is grade 7. The learning area is technology and livelihood education. We have the first quarter, and the number of days is good for 2 days. And the objective is at the end of the lesson, learners are expected to A. Tell the important function of electrical tools and equipment in accomplishing any electrical task. Name the electrical tools and equipment that can be used in electrical wiring installation. Prepare a list of electrical tools and equipment. Recognize the importance of having skills and identifying electrical tools and equipment for future use in accomplishing electrical activities. And under the objective, we have the contest standard, B performance, standard, and for letter C, most essential learning competency, enabling competency, and enrichment competency. For content standard, the learners demonstrate an understanding of the concept in preparing electrical materials and tools using the different forms in electrical installation and maintenance based on industry standard. Under the performance standard, the learner independently prepares appropriate electrical materials and tools using the different forms in electrical installation and maintenance based on industry standard. The most essential learning competency, we have to prepare electrical materials and tools for the task. And then enabling competencies is to prepare a list of electrical tools and materials for a specific job. For Roman numeral number 2, we have the content, and it is the electrical tools and equipment. Roman numeral number 3, about the learning resources, we have the reference and the teacher's guide, the learner's material page, the textbooks, and the additional materials from learning resources. Yan po. For teacher's guide, we have here the K-12 most essential learning competencies with corresponding CG codes, page 443. Learner's material page, technology and livelihood education, grade 7 and 8, electrical installation and maintenance exploratory, pages 4 to 11, and the K-12 basic education curriculum, technology and livelihood education, learning modules in electrical installation and maintenance, exploratory course, grade 7 and 8, pages 7 to 14. And for letter B is the list of learning resources for development and engagement activity. We have here the PowerPoint presentation, and it can be done for YouTube or some activity sheet. Okay. And then for the fourth one, the Roman numeral number 4 is the procedure, which is now the idea. For letter A, the introduction. We have here the activity. Number 1, we have the pretest. The second one is the activity called that text twist, and the instruction is to arrange the first set of preamble letters to arrive on the topic to be discussed for the day. Activity 2, tell me my name and what is our difference. Ayan po yung dalawang drawing. Dalawang picture, I mean. And then for letter B, under the development, we have the activity 1, number combination. The instruction is to arrange the corresponding number of the group of words or phrases attached to the post to form the important function of electrical tools and equipment. So, ayan po. Activity number 2, name that tool. Identify the tools to be shown in the PowerPoint presentation or in the printed module with its proper name. Okay, so ayan naman po. Next one is for letter C, we have the engagement. The group activity here, the student will be grouped into 4. So, with 5 members, they will collaboratively identify the tools using their activity sheet. Each tool has the corresponding numbers. So, ayan po, meron pa pong rubrics for evaluation. And for letter D, we have the assimilation. Under this, we have the activity also. We have the tool cabinet hopping. The instruction is the same group will be employed on this task. They will observe on the tools and equipment present in the shop tool cabinet. They will be given chance to discover that they are not only 13 electrical tools and equipment, but there are a number of electrical tools and equipment that can be utilized to perform electrical activities systematically. Okay? So, pag sa ano naman po, meron din po mga YouTube channel. Okay. For the Roman numeral number 5, the last one is the reflection. The last part is you are going to write, or it can be done through writing or and so on. Okay? So this is all about the sample lesson of idea exemplar. Thank you. Good day to everyone. I am Yolanda S. Oliver, Education Program Supervisor in TLE, EPP, and ALS.